Hey everybody, it's Henry Steele, and today is Friday, April 5th, 2024, and we're going to look at this past Wednesday, April 3rd, 2024's market action and see what our system, our support and resistance trading system 1.1, how well it did for us this past Wednesday. We're looking at the micro E-mini S&P 500 index futures June 2024 5-minute chart. Same thing that we've always looked at. And I have marked right here, this is midnight, so the starting as of Central Standard Time. The beginning of the day for Wednesday, we have pre-market data right here, and then this vertical line right here is 8:30 when the market opens in Central Standard Time. So we have basically a zone of support right here. The market came down repeatedly to right around the same area until right before the open of the market. It moved down a little bit before, so I just marked it as one zone right there. Then we have a zone of resistance up here created from this top and then this top. Then there's another minor top right there, and then the major support and resistance top, or really resistance top, is marked right here. So when the market opens right here, we start moving up and we're breaking through this level right here. We break through this level right here, but we never retest it. We come all the way up here and we make a top right here, come down a little bit, but then we make a higher top. Move over a little bit here. We make a higher top here. The market moves down to this low, and then we make a lower top and start moving down. Now clearly this level right here, this area, I guess I should go ahead and make it an actual zone. Well, let me do it like this so it goes back. Okay. So this right here is nowhere near our support and resistance created pre-market, but changing our rules, we are allowed to look for support or resistance up to a week before, which would mean, since this is the 3rd, we could go back to the 27th of March to look for it. And we find an area right here where we do see a little bit, and we got support right there. Found support right there, resistance right there. So we do have a level that seems to be pretty decent right there. So we can zoom back in here. And let me get rid of this and this line so we don't need it. I'll go ahead and put a line right here. This is the low point that we would get into the trade. So market makes a high, moves down, makes a lower high, starts to come down, and when it breaks here, we enter the trade and we're going short, and our target is the closest line for the opposite. We had support down here, so that's our target right there. We could use this as our target, but really this is the one that we're aiming for. Now what happens, I'm going to mark the entry. Here's our target, and I'm going to drag this up right here so that 2/3 is down here and 1/3 is up here, so that this is 50% retrace, or not 50% retracement, 50% for our stop loss of our target right down here. So the market breaks the price level right here, we get into the trade short, and we immediately start trading right back up and hit our stop loss right up here. And then we just kind of cruise right along our stop loss for a long time before we eventually, in the afternoon, start to move down. And we almost hit that target, but we didn't even quite hit the target right there. So this trade right here, this setup that we had, was a loss. So let me bring the record up here. This is for April 3rd, Support and Resistance System 1.1. It was the first trade of the day. It was a lower top type setup. Our direction was short. We entered at 52.6775. Our target price was about 20 points lower. Our stop loss was about 10 points higher at 52.78. And we know we hit our stop loss, so we lost $51.25, trading only one contract at $5 a point. So we're down 10.25 points for the day. So that is frustrating. Now, if we continue to look here, let me go ahead and delete this. We see that we have a top, then a lower top here, and then we move down, and then we have a third top right there, but it's a lower top, so there's nothing in the rules that says that we can't use this as an entry because it's a lower top. So we would enter right here. But by the time the market actually gets to breaking that level where we could go short, it's 10 minutes after 2 p.m. here in Central Standard Time, and our rules tell us that we're not going to be trading, not going to be getting into a trade that late in the day. So there's no second trade taken with that right there. So for this past Wednesday, April 3rd, we really just had one setup with our system, and we were stopped out at a loss, obviously, at about a 10-point loss. Now the thing is, if we had not been stopped out, maybe the market didn't go back quite high enough and we continued right around 2 o'clock, which is right here, we would be wanting to get out of the market again. And so we would be essentially right around break even. So the trade might not, eventually it moved almost all the way down here to target, but it didn't hit the target right here. And it's after the 2 o'clock. So even if we had been able to stay in this trade, we probably would have been out, according to our rules, we would have been out at right around break even. Now, next week, I'm going to go ahead, obviously, and look at next Wednesday with our new rule set and see how well that does. But it looks like our first attempt with our new rules, well, it just wasn't very successful at all. And the truth of the matter is we had some nice moves here, but we just weren't able to catch them with our current rule set. So anyway, until next week, this is Henry Steele, and I will talk to you later.